would say right now I think we're good.
All right, pull it all the way back to idle. When your hand leaves the prop, push the prop up. Keep your 80. Very nice. That was just, it's bringing it all together. Keep that speed though. We don't want to spin that account too soon, because we need to save that energy for the actual round out and touchdown.
Now we can begin.
Little flare, hold, let it come down, coast I call it. Tiny bit of right rudder, little flare now. Now you see, you resisted that urge to pull back, and it gave you a good landing. Let's take off.
Okay.
Okay. In other words, when you touch, you got to keep the boat in the right attitude for it to hit the water the next time. If you flare it, it wants to bounce a little higher. Okay, see that little bobble? Stop it. Right. Tiny bit of back. Tiny, right there. That's where it's smooth. We're doing 60, a little rotation. Go fast, not high. Okay, smoothly power back, a little push forward. You conserve the energy. Perfect. Let it come down a little right rudder. Little flare. Don't flare between. So we're push forward. Now that's where we're on the step. And when we're back, we're on the bubble wanting to fly again. Take off, please.
Okay, full back elevator.
Yeah. You don't need full back from here.
No, but
we're still on the step.
That's only one from a start.
That's correct.
We're accelerating.
Okay.
We're at 60.
Yep.
Fast,
Let it go
not
fast.
High.
Yep, fast, not high. Fast, not high. All right, bring that power back. Nice job on the elevator push. Let us get close, a little flare, just a little. Now let it get a little closer, a little more flare. Tiny right rudder, you return it left. Okay, power all the way off now. Okay, now push the nose down a little, push the nose down a little. See how it's hopping?
Yeah.
It won't hop down here.
Okay.
But if you raise that nose, you got just the right amount of lift, and the boat wants to leave the water, and then it starts this little hoppy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. This is going to be not closer, but we're going to be doing a takeoff from displacement, and it looks like we've got about 3,000 feet left. So
Okay.
let's see how that works.
I think we'll be fine.
I agree.
Full back elevator.
Full back elevator. Full back elevator.
All right, that's it.
Nose is done. Release. Maybe a little forward. See the bounce? We're going over the bow wave. Now we have to stop it.
Bartow Tower, November 734 Bravo Hotel on the visual 2310, 9 miles with hotel.
Okay. Nose. It's about right.
734 Bravo Hotel, Bartow Tower. You can join on
Now
left base
nose up
runway
just a
23
hair.
and report 2 miles.
Okay, join on left base 23 and report 2 miles for Bravo Hotel.
Plenty of room. Okay. We'll do a right turn this time.
Okay, full power.
Yep.
Real fine.
Indeed.
All right, we're getting there.
Okay. We want to be sure to miss the... Now, we're going to be on a left downwind, and if you'd like, I'll show you the first confined area landing. But we're on our downwind now. We're on a left downwind, because we're going to turn left to get over there. Okay. That's a good heading, good altitude. Let's do our habit flow for the downwind. Get your power, RPM.
Both mags.
what you can do, what I do, I kind of look at that corner, and I do both. And I visual the mag, and I visual the switch, and I know I'm going to leave the fuel pump off. You know,
Right.
Okay?
Gear is up. Flaps are down. Water rudder's up. Trim is set high. Well, not really. Losing my headphones there.
Yep.
Okay. Mixture's rich. Seatbelts are on. Mirrors match.
Yep. And yes.
And the area is clear.
Okay. All right. I have the airplane.
You got the airplane.
Right. So what I want to do is, when we do a confined area landing,
Yeah.
we're going to approach this one at about 70. Now remember, with the flaps down, this thing stalls less than 45 because we have VGs, which puts it stalling somewhere in the 30s. So when we're at 70, we got plenty of left, but we got enough energy for a flare.
Got
Okay. Final check on the gear. The other thing we got to do is we got to start getting down a little sooner. If we go over the end of the runway, 200 feet above our obstruction, that's that much further we got to go before we get to do our landing.
Right.
Okay. So for a confined area landing, we have to make a few more compromises in what we do. Okay. Now I'm down to about 70. A little bit lower than I like. Okay, but I'm going to put power back in. What I'm doing, there's a low spot in the trees over there.
I see it.
I'm going to add enough power that I get there. Flaps gear. Kind of missed it a little bit. I'll go back. Okay. Now it's where I'm going to take power off. And here we are. Power's completely off. Coming down the hill about 75. We didn't waste a lot of water. Okay. Got a flare here. Now you see how I just skipped, but I didn't raise the nose anymore.
I got it.
Now look what we've done. We're going to land. We can play around a little bit, whatever. But we're going to land in about half of the available room. Now,
Bartow Tower, for the hotel, 2 miles south east.
Okay. We'll put the water rudder down.
323 clear to land for Bravo Hotel.
How do? Oh.
All right, and then I check it. Yeah, it's down. Now we're going to do a right turn. We'll go over close to that shore. I'm going to get us some air.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. See that white bird? We'll aim for it.
I see it.
That's about where we came in. Now, do you know the difference between an idle taxi? This is an idle taxi or slow taxi. And what are we doing? We're doing 4.3 knots, 4.4 knots. Okay? Sometimes on a windy day, to be able to get the effect we want out of the water rudder, we have to do what's called a plow taxi. Okay? Plow taxis add a little power, a little bit more. Might even go a little bit more power. Okay? Now that is a plow taxi. Keep it aimed toward that dead tree. Okay? Now what that gives us on a windy day, we may need that much speed, we're up to about 8 knots, to have the authority to turn the airplane against a wind or something like that. Now, this drives the people on the wakeboards, not the wakeboards, the paddleboards, because we're making a big wave, we're making noise, and that sort of thing. So unless we need this for maneuverability or something like that, then I don't plow taxi. Okay, we're going to come to the right here a little bit. When we decide to do our takeoff, we're gonna be prepared in the cabin. I'll give us a little air. Oh, where are we? Stop the turn about. Come left a little bit. There you go. There's a dead snag in front of us, right there on the shore.
Okay.
We'll go toward that. And what we're going to do is we're going to get close to that. When we get close, I'm going to close the canopy. We got mags on, all that stuff, up, flaps. We're doing our habit flow before we get there.
Right.
Because when I close the canopy, And when we get 90 degrees, just as soon as we're coming up on lining up with that point behind us, we're going to go to full power.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to slow down just a little. See the snag there? We're going to miss it. I'm going to close the canopy. Okay? That's 90 degrees. Pick up your water rudder. Keep the rudder turned. Keep your right rudder in there. All right,
Okay.
Start adding a little power. Aim just to the left of the point. Full power now. Aim to the left of the point. I got to get your RPM. See the point? Come on. Aim
Right turn Alpha 2. You can catch
for the left of the point. See the
Oh,
point?
I see that point. Okay.
That point. We're doing a
I was looking at the wrong point.
confined area takeoff.
Got it.
Now let it get up on the step.
Okay.
Turn left just a little.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Wow.
this time when we lift off, I want you to stay at 60. Nose is low. Come on, pick your nose up a little bit. See, we wouldn't have made it out this time. One, we aimed at the wrong point.
Okay.
You know. So let's go back and you do a landing, and then we'll try something a little different.
Okay, so you want to stay at 60?
Well, 60 is your best angle to climb.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to clear an obstruction in a confined area.
Got it, got it, got it.
Okay. Now let's enter our downwind.
Okay. Okay, okay. I'm with you.
Okay. Now the next time, we're going to stay on the step, and we're going to step taxi to our downwind end, and we're going to enter the takeoff on the step.
I got it.
Sometimes that helps you a little bit.
I see. So we're still turning. I see. So we're headed that way.
Yeah, we're on our downwind now, and you can see the notch where you can see where we made our first landing.
I see that. Okay. The downwind, rapid flow. Both mags, right? Fuel pump, hydraulic pump. Gear is up. Gear light is up. Flaps are down. Mixture's rich. Prop full forward, not yet. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So,
Okay. You
We
can
can
start
start the
reducing
front.
power a little bit.
start reducing power.
Yeah. Okay. We
We're
can
looking for
start our
70,
turn.
right?
Yeah, we'll look for 70 on this one. Okay. We'll look for a notch in the trees. Keep your turn going. Turn. See the notch? See the valley?
Yeah, I see it.
Aim for that. And you're going to point it at that far point where it meets the water. Power back a little more. Pitch for 70. Turn right. Notch is over here. See that big gap?
I got it.
Big enough for an airplane. Okay. Nice job.
Not too close.
Perfect. Just fine. Okay. Now if we have an issue, we just turn left and miss the trees.
Right.
But we're going to be okay. We're going to hit a little
No.
hard. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Turn right toward the trees, make believe the lake. Now add a little power and a little power, a little power, a little power.
Little power.
And we're going to do a right step turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Push right rudder. Add a little power. See when the nose comes up, the airplane's coming off the step. So we have to add enough power to keep it on the step. And you're safe on the step at about 30. So we're going to taxi along this shore. We're doing 28. That's just fine. Okay. Got a little snag coming by here. Okay. Got a little more right turn. More right turn. Keep turning right. Now start coming in full power. Full power. Full power. Keep the right turn going. We got to turn 90 degrees. Full power.
Okay.
Come on. See, we got a little slow. When I said full power, we were a few seconds behind. But now we're on the step.
Wow.
We're aimed. Give us that last RPM. Turn left just a little bit. We're supposed to stay 500 feet away.
Right.
Okay? Let it accelerate. Don't pull back.
No. We're getting up there.
Okay? Now a little bit of back pressure. A little bit of back. Now rotate, rotate, rotate. Keep 60. Keep 60. Now you see you can clear an obstruction like this. This is best angle of climb. That make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Get up to 80, land straight ahead. Power all the way off, keep your 80. Push your prop up, it's up. Okay. Tiny bit of flare, coast it down, keep on going down. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And just hold attitude. Nope, see, every time you hit, you raise the nose.
Okay.
And then you make it worse. Okay?
Keep the nose flat.
You gotta, in other words, let me do one.
Okay.
In other words, I'm gonna try to hit, I'll say harder than normal.
Just keep the nose where it is.
Keep the nose where it is. Because when you hit and you go up and you pull, now we're higher and
Right.
we're slower and we got less energy. And the only way to add energy is to add power. But if you keep, if you feel it boom, and you're in the right attitude, it's a skip, not a bounce.
Got it.
Attitude, attitude, attitude.
I understand.
All right.
Let's go. All right, we're headed actually. Which way you want to go?
We can take off in that direction. That's the corner, that's the southwest corner of the lake.
Okay.
So we'll take off that way.
Pull back elevator.
Pull back elevator.
He doesn't climb anymore. Release the back pressure.
Yep. Maybe a tiny bit of forward. See, we're going over the bow wave. Now a little bit of back pressure. Stop the bounce. That's it. Now we're going to lower the nose. We're going to release a tiny bit of that back pressure. See the turn? You got to keep track of those rudders. Now if you try to take off too soon, it just slows it down. You're in good step attitude. Pick up your wing. Raise the nose. Let's fly. Very good.
Bartow Tower, Cessna 4723 Papa, 7 miles west with information.
I want you to turn 20 degrees to the left. See the building?
Yeah.
Aim for it. Power off. Land.
Cessna 4723 Papa.
Push that nose over when you do that. All the way back on power.
Right downwind 23 Papa.
Are you looking for one touch and go or multiple?
So you're about 70. Get on down. No, get it on down. Now a little flare. A little bit of flare. Let it touch.
Right downwind.
Don't raise that nose. There you go. Take off, please.
Okay. Pull back elevator. No.
Nope.
We're on the step.
We're on the step. Pick up your right wing. A little back pressure. Hear the noise up here?
Yeah.
See how quiet it gets now?
Mm-hmm.
If you hear water noise, ripple noise up here, your nose is too low.
Okay.
Okay? The noise should be about even with the back of our seat. Your choice on the downwind. We've got about 25 landings so far.
Wow. I know, that's what's wonderful about this. Okay.
Okay, we just lost our engine. What are we going to do?
Okay, so 80 miles an hour.
Airspeed, B, best place. Straight ahead looks good. Today it does. Keep that speed. There you go. See his checklist. Can we turn on a fuel pump? Can we transfer fuel? Can we do something to get the engine? Don't slow it down.
Nope.
We're not close to the water yet. Now we are. A little flare. Coast it on down. Tiny bit of flare. Tiny bit. Hold that attitude.
That wasn't
bad. Beautiful. That was awesome.
Well, at least you can sleep well tonight. That was awesome. Okay.
But that's what it's all about. It's It's attitude. You know, we use that 80 on the downhill. I call that 80 our landing account. When I was a kid and I went on vacation, I worked for the 2 months before cutting grass and so forth to get a few bucks in my pocket.
Oh.
And I remember, do you remember Stuckey's?
Yeah.
Well, we stopped at a Stuckey's because Stuckey's sold gas and that sort of thing. We pulled in. Man, I'm back in the gift shop and I got a handful of stuff. And my dad walks in and he says, you know, we got 3 more stops before we're where we're going. And at this rate, you won't have any money on your vacation. And I said, you know, you're right. Thank you, Dad. And I put back, I kept enough for a little candy bar. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, when we take off and we go fast, not high, and when we get up to 80, we got enough money in the bank to do a good landing. Okay? But just like on that vacation, where and when you spend the money is important for a good outcome.
Okay.
Because if we spend the money early, well, then we don't have enough energy to do a nice arrival and make it pretty and all that stuff. So we've got to give up that energy, you might say grudgingly, in the beginning to get us down close, so our altitude is close to the water, and we still got enough energy that we can set that nose in that best boat angle. That best boat, when that bottom is 8 degrees to the water.
Runway 23.
The Navy did a study
23 Papa, Roger, runway 23, cleared for the option and make
during World
left.
War II.
Clear for the option and make left traffic, runway 23 Papa.
And said the average boat hole, 8 degrees, that's the best one.
Wow.
So that's what we go for. That's the angle we're trying to get when we're taking off.
And that's not very high.
Not very high. But the other side is, if you get it low, you're going to hear water noises up here. You get it really low, you're going to hear those gear doors get in the water. And then a little bit of back pressure. We want to, if you will, on a quiet day, we'll hear that noise right here, right behind the seat. Okay? All right. We got about another 15 minutes.
Good. All right. That's great.
Okay. We're going to do a little bit of step work today.
Good. I was hoping you'd say that.
All right. And figure out where I am on the lake. Okay. There's your towers. That is the south end, I think. That's another antenna. And there's the subdivision. Okay. You had a question.
No, I was just trying to get my bearings. We're heading north.
Nah, we're not. We're heading, heading northwest.
Northwest? Okay. So, step taxi.
Yeah, northwest. You are correct. I had my north and my south messed up. All right, so let's turn into the wind. That's going to be that way. That's that pump station. We can see the road in there on the among the trees. What we're going to do is it gets calmer as we get closer to that shore.
Right.
So we're going to get on the step.
Yeah.
And then I want you to try right here. And I think if we do enter, over here we have a ground speed. Okay? And a ground speed is also our step taxi speed. So I want you to try to go for 30 knots ground speed. Okay? So let's get on the step, see if we can find 30 knots. Because at 30 knots, if we don't run into something, we can't hurt the airplane doing turns. Just that simple.
Okay, full back elevator.
Yep.
We got to get on the step.
And then you're going to adjust power for 30 knots. $25, $27, $28. Let's see what that gives us. $31, $32, $32. That's nice. Can you see it there in yours?
Yep.
All right.
Right on 30.
So we're going to try to maintain about 30. It'll slow down, 29. So add just a tiny bit of power. Add a little power. Okay. Now, I want you to push rudder only. Add a little more power. We're down to 24. And see how the nose came up?
Yeah.
That's a sign